Leave it to the Italian cuisine for amazing recipes that will not break the budget. Hi, this is Jan from New York City. Love helping people keep more of their own hard earned money. Welcome to another episode of a No Frills video. Definitely more than 1 minute, but definitely shorter than five. Well, that's the parameters I keep it within. Occasionally goes a couple of seconds or two over. Just want to mention to you there's a classic recipe. It's been out since like forever ago. And the name of it's called pasta aglio el olio. Okay, basically what that means, it's pasta with an oil and garlic sauce. Now, this is the cheapest thing you could literally make on planet Earth. But to do it actually properly, you kind of need the better or the best olive oil. This is what they say. And, the freshest garlic. And I have my own way of doing it. And it's sort of just the Janet version. And mine has a little bit of a difference to it. Number one, I don't necessarily have to have the best olive oil. You could have regular olive oil. You could actually even use canola. But let's get started. The type of pasta to use best is always a longer one. For example, like thin spaghetti, my favorite would be vermicelli. That's my favorite. Although if you prefer, spaghettini, if you prefer angel hair pasta, okay, that's up to you. But as long as it is a longer version of a pasta, okay, that's what works best. Now, separately, what you're going to do in a skillet, and this is the cheapest thing, I'm telling you, in all probability, most people have every single ingredient in their home, okay, literally. So, okay, so as far as that, now the sauce itself, the authentic recipe, which I went back to, requires like fresh garlic. Okay. I'm not a fan of biting into garlic chunks. So my version of it, now, if you do use the fresh garlic chunks, you could always remove it from the sauce. So what you do, take a couple of turns, eyeball it, because it depends on how much pasta you're making. Okay. If you're using a half a box, take a couple of turns in the pan of your oil. Can you use canola oil if you don't have olive oil? Yes. Can you use vegetable oil if you don't have olive oil? Yes. Remember, this is a bare bones budget recipe. So many bare bones people are not buying expensive olive oil and have that in their cupboard. Just saying, just saying. So work with what you have, okay? Take a couple of turns in your pan of the oil that you have, okay? And I'm going to even make it easier for you if you're not a fan of the fresh garlic. I'm just being real. You could use the one that's already done up, cut up that you get in the jar. Just maybe put a little bit of that in there if you like, or better still, for those who do not care for the chunks of garlic texture, but love the garlic flavor. Now that's me. So I'd be raising my hand up in the air. Me, okay? Not to mention it's a lot faster and simpler, okay? So a couple of shakes of garlic powder or garlic salt, okay? But here's the twist that the others don't do in the classic Italian proper recipe. What I do, I like to take maybe a quarter of a stick of real butter and I will incorporate it into the heating oil. I do not let anything scorch, okay? I let everything sit warmly and melt. It's like sort of like a gentle saute on a low flame. Then I shut that. That'll be my sauce. You could dress it up with a little bit of fresh parsley. Or again, Janet takes the shortcut route. And I shake a few shakes of dried parsley flakes. Hey, it works for me. I'm just saying, okay? Keep that to the side and just let that nice, warm, done sauce shut off the flame, shut off the stove. Keep it to the side. In the meantime, you are cooking your pasta noodles and you are straining them. Make sure it's nice and drained. And then you just add your sauce. So I gave you the basis. Having that little bit, like that quarter of real butter stick in there, it really lends a nice touch of a creamy taste. It won't scorch. If you incorporate it with the oil, the butter will not turn caramelized. It will not scorch. It cannot scorch because of the high heating point. Oops, I see I'm almost approaching 5 minutes. Gotta go, but I hope I made somebody hungry. Give this a whirl. Take good care. Bye.